How are we all doing then, guys? So, as you know, if you've been watching the videos on the channel, you'll know that I've been looking at the Powkiddy V90, and that is with its standard software on it. Although, I'm probably at some point going to be looking at putting some new custom firmware on there. But yeah, as you know, I've been looking at the software that's already on it, the ROMs that are already on it. So anything that you've seen so far have all been things that come on the system. I haven't added them. So as we've been going through, we've been looking at each different system, and on this one we're going to be taking a look at the SNES. So this one's going to be a bit of a mixed bag, I've got to be honest, but we'll go to the gameplay now and then we'll talk about it afterwards. Right, here we are with some Super Mario Kart. Let's see how this performs on the Powkiddy V90. Mario. All looks good so far. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Oh, yeah, looks very sketchy. Now, that was one of the problems I had playing this. It just was very sketchy, made your eyes hurt. Yeah, definitely jumping around a lot. Don't know how well it shows in the footage, but when you're actually playing it, it's jumping around all over the place. It's very sketchy is the best way I'd put it. So if you're going to play Mario Kart on this device, I would suggest you play the advanced version. It might be possible to make some adjustments in the settings to get this to run better, but obviously I'm showing you this as it is, box standard out of the box, so that you guys get an idea of what you're going to get with this. And that's the end of the race. Oh, now this game is terrible. I now get why so many people said this was a bad game back in the day. This was not one I played years ago. Mainly because people said it was bad, so I stayed away from it. I now get why. It doesn't even really look good for a SNES game, to be honest. There were games out that were so much better looking than this one. For me, I couldn't get the point of what you were supposed to do. You'll notice at times I'm even just walking into stuff just because I'm bored. this was the most entertaining part of the game when I got turned into a frog. But although it's a bad game, although it's a boring game, it does run fine. In a minute you'll notice I get so bored with this I actually commit suicide. There you go, dead. Alright, next game. Bit of Double Dragon. Now, although it looks a bit washed out in the footage here, I can assure you it looks really good when you're looking at it on the screen. Got whacked with a knife there. This guy here took a hell of a lot of hits before he was out. Finally. Taken out by a boomerang. Yeah, got me nunchuckers. I like that staff. As you can see, it's running perfectly fine. No sound issues, no graphical glitches, no slowdown. All seems to run perfectly fine. Oh, took a bit of a clobber in there. Right, on to the next one. Oh, now this is where things get interesting. This one you'll see is way worse than Mario Kart. Again, it's another racing game. Right, this is where I was trying to use the same button as Mario Kart and it's not. But look at this. I mean, it's really bad. It's all over the shop. This one, I actually didn't play this for long. You'll notice the footage for this is very short, because I actually started to feel sick after a while. Look at that. I mean, it's really just jumping all over the place. So sketchy. Just feels like there's frames being dropped. It's interesting because it's another racer. As you can see, like, because of how bad it is, I'm constantly smashing into the sides and that. And if you think it looks bad in the footage, trust me, it looks even worse when you're actually looking directly at the screen. Again, this is one that probably could be sorted out in the settings, but like I say, I'm trying to show you what this is like when you get it out of the box. Yeah, had enough. Right. Onto Power Rangers the movie. I had a slight issue here with the autofocus. I'd locked it into position, but for some reason it was concentrating on the background. That's better. Now, one thing I realised playing this game, this is not a great game. And the controls were set out really silly. For some reason the jump button was on the top, which is not ideal when you consider that the other buttons are on the front. So you have to kind of hold it really awkwardly. And when you consider the V90 is a small device and I've got quite big hands, this is not comfortable to play. Not like this. But performance is fine, sound is fine. No graphical glitches, no slowdown, no jumping of frames and that, it's all perfectly fine. Oh, got hit by a car. Although at this point that's probably a good thing. Yeah, I found I got bored with this game quite quickly. There's not a lot to it. R-Type, or should I say Super R-Type. Now this game looks really good on this. Again, like I say, the footage does not do it justice. The screen looks so much better. So this game I haven't played for a long time, so I was trying to familiarise myself with the buttons. Now with R-Types, there's not a massive amount to them. But obviously I had to figure out if you had the recharge shot. I couldn't remember if you had it or not. There's been so many different versions over the years. Oh, hit a mine. No good. If I remember right, I think I make a silly mistake here somewhere. Yeah, there. I tried to get in front to kill them, and I should have known to just leave it, because no way I was going to get there in time. But as you can see, it sounds great, looks great. No jumping, no slow down, no graphical glitches of any kind. It's fine. Top game. One that I definitely intend to be playing a lot more. Oh, got hit again. Back with my final thoughts. Right, okay guys, so as you've seen from the gameplay, bit of a mixed bag this one. I've got to be honest, it's alright on most of the ROMs I played there, but I don't know if you noticed, it struggles with the racers. Yeah, very interesting. I mean, so far this device hasn't really caused me any issues. These are the first ones I've had. Now, I don't know if there's maybe a way of fixing that with frame skipping and that. I don't know. I'll have to have a play around with it. But as I'm doing it at the moment, I'm doing it how it was set up when I got it. Like I say, the ROMs, the firmware, it's all what it came with. So, and that's how I like to keep it like that, so you guys get a realistic idea of what this thing can do without any tweaking. So yeah, as you could see from that, Mario Kart was very stuttery. Yeah, not great. Made my eyes go a little bit funny. Although I wouldn't say it was as bad as F-Zero. My God, that I don't know if you noticed in the gameplay, I cut it a bit short, and that was because I was actually starting to feel quite ill actually playing that game. It was really messing with my head. That it's just so sketchy, isn't it? It jumps all over the place. Yeah, it seems that once it's dealing with something that's moving fast and also a lot happening on the screen at once, it seems to struggle. So it could just be because you're playing what would have been on a TV, if you like, on a small screen. Although it doesn't seem to be that much of an issue with other systems I've tried. So I would say it's just the fact that it's a fast-paced game. As you could see, Double Dragon seemed to play fine. So did R-Type, Super R-Type. Now, I like my shmups. As you could see, I didn't do great on that bit of gameplay. But, this isn't me making excuses. It was quite difficult to see what I was doing in my defence. So, yeah, having a little tripod sitting in front of you is not very helpful, to be honest. And you can't really watch it through what you're recording it on, because you get a slight delay. So that doesn't help either. I tried that. so yeah, yeah, it all seemed to, other than the racers, all seemed to work quite well. So yeah, I hope that's a realistic outlook at it. At least now you can see what sort of games it's likely to have problems with. At some point, what I think I might do is I might have a look at some more SNES, but at a later date on a Retro Pocket 2, because obviously that system is a completely different animal. It's much more powerful, and I imagine it will play them games with the greatest of ease, but we'll find out. So yeah, so that'll be a video for the future, I think, but we'll wrap up all of the different systems on the V90 first before we go into that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, please like, share and subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and also click all so that you're made aware of all our future videos. And also click all because I'm going to be doing the next system in line for this, and that will be the Game Gear. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe. Also, make sure you comment, guys. Always good to hear what your feedback on things. And also, while I'm doing this, and we are talking about emulation, as I've mentioned before, I am part of the Unofficial Anbernic Facebook group. I'm an admin on there, and it was originally just for your handheld emulation, but now it's actually been changed so that it covers all emulation, which I actually think is a good idea, because then it doesn't really put you in one corner, you know. So, because you know, the emulation's everywhere now. It should be something we should talk about it all as a whole. I think gives you a lot more things to cover, makes it a lot more interesting. And if you are a member, you would have seen that people are coming over all the time. The page is really growing. We're getting people every day, and there's all walks of life. There's great conversation there. So if you're not a member and you're interested in your emulation, get yourself over there and join the group. Right, that's me done with everything I had to say. So till the next time, take care, stay safe. Nerdy Geezer out.